Picture this. You wake up early, get stuck in traffic, chug down coffee like it's medicine, work all day, and by the end of the month, your bank account looks like a starving dinosaur in the desert. There's nothing there. Then you glance over at your neighbor showing off a brand new imported car and think, this guy cracked the code to life. Nope, he probably just cracked the limit on his credit card. The truth is, there's a game going on, and most people are playing it all wrong. The name of the game, mind control over your money. And no, I'm not talking about that just believe you'll be rich nonsense. This is science, strategy, what I like to call mental composting. Taking ideas, behaviors, and small wins and letting them multiply until they grow into a money forest. But guess what? The system doesn't want you to know this. It wants you to keep running on the same hamster wheel, thinking the solution is to work more when what you really need is to think differently. So today, I, Soul Rex, am going to open my jaws wide and share what the truly wealthy know that can flip your financial game, even if right now you're counting coins to buy bread. You know that guy who's always posting pictures, sipping champagne on a rented yacht? Or that girl strutting around with a designer bag like it's an Olympic medal? Yeah. Want to know what they really have? Debt. The world is full of Instagram rich and real-life broke people. They don't buy a luxury car because they need one. They buy it because they need you to see it. It's like wearing a sign around their neck that says, "Please look at me, validate my existence." Meanwhile, while they're posing, the bill is racking up interest rates high enough to fund a space mission. Society sells you the story that status equals success, that if you don't have an expensive car, a massive house, and vacations in places nobody can pronounce, you're falling behind. But here's the truth. The more you need to show you have money, the less money you probably have. The game the truly wealthy play is different. They don't waste energy proving anything. They don't need the spotlight. They're busy building companies, buying assets, and investing in things that make more money while they have breakfast in an old t-shirt. If you think Bezos wakes up wondering which watch will match his private jet, think again. He's thinking about which business will bring in billions over the next few years. The Jurassic advice here is simple. If you want to look rich, buy expensive stuff. If you want to be rich, buy things that put more money in your pocket. There's a corporate fairy tale that goes like this. If you work hard, you'll make it to the top. Sounds nice, right? It's a lie. When you trade hours for dollars, you're selling the one resource you can never get back: time. And no matter how hard you work, your salary will always have a ceiling. The owner of the company isn't going to wake up one day and say, you know what, this person is so dedicated, I'm giving them half my profits. Not going to happen. The system is designed so you work just enough to pay the bills, but never enough to get out of the hole. Need proof? The middle class lives in this cycle. Paycheck comes in, bills get paid. You try to save a little, an emergency pops up, and boom, back to square one. It's like a hamster running in place, thinking it's moving forward. Meanwhile, the truly wealthy are playing a whole different game. They build systems that run on their own. Their money works 24/7. Even when they're fishing, traveling, or binge-watching terrible TV shows. They're not sitting around waiting for a raise or a promotion. They create assets, businesses, investments, real estate that keep paying them whether they lift a finger or not. Here's the brutal summary. If the only way for you to make more money is by working more hours, you're not building wealth. You're just trading chunks of your life for short-term cash. The advice here is so obvious it's almost offensive. Stop thinking like an employee and start thinking like an owner. Because if you don't, you'll spend your life making someone else, who already figured this out, even richer. Here's the trick that separates people who control their lives from those begging for a raise. Never depend on a single source of income. If all your livelihood comes from one place, you're basically building your castle on top of a barrel of gunpowder. If the barrel blows, layoff, recession, illness, poof, there goes the castle. The rich don't play this suicidal game. They stack income streams like Lego bricks. If one falls, the others stay standing. Here's how it works. First, You have your survival income. That's the money that keeps the lights on and the fridge running. Could be your current job, a fixed contract, anything stable. But here's the catch. That money is not for blowing on luxury. It's the fuel to create the next income source. Second comes your freedom income, and this is where the game changes. This is the money that starts trickling in without you having to trade hour for hour. Could be from an online business, rental properties, investments, high-paying freelance work. Doesn't matter, as long as it runs without draining all your time. When that freedom income starts matching or surpassing your survival income, you now have choices, and choice is the real luxury. From there, the real stacking begins. Third, fourth, fifth income streams. Each new layer is both a shield against crises and a catapult to grow your wealth. And before you say, "But I don't have money to start," let's be honest. The problem is rarely lack of money, it's how you burn through what you have. Swap that shiny new car you don't need for a solid used one. Cut the daily gourmet coffee. Redirect that cash into something that will make more cash. Golden rule: reinvest. Every new income stream should feed the creation of the next one. One day, you'll wake up, check your account, and realize working has become optional. Not because you hit the lottery, but because you built a system that doesn't need you to keep running. Final Soul Rex advice. If you've only got one paycheck, you're one HR email away from becoming a statistic. Oh, and hit that subscribe button so you don't go extinct.